Hello, I'm Charles Gross.
And I'm Leslie Hoban Blake.
And our special guest critic.
I'm Jeff Goodman.
And this is Two on the Aisle First Impressions, and you'll see we have three critics because tonight we are reviewing the Cher Show, and they have three shares, so we have three critics.
Can I be the babe?
Oh, yes. Well, of course.
I want to be the diva.
Charlie's the star.
That's true.
Okay,
Well, there's the
right.
babe, the lady, and the star, and they are played by
The star is Stephanie Block.
the
The
lady,
lady is Teal Wicks.
and the babe.
The babe is Michaela Diamond.
And if you haven't guessed, this is Cher's story.
Well, it's a story about Cher, let's put it that way. Or three Chers, if you will. I seriously don't think this is Cher's whole story. It's something which is very strong in the first act and very weak in the second act. And then it just sort of falls apart at the end.
I think it's cleaned up history. I think that this, I couldn't believe that they didn't say the word chastity in the whole show.
They introduced him as Chaz at birth.
I know. I was that really annoyed me.
You know what? That bothered me too. And that's not even a major part of the show.
It isn't, but it explains what's wrong with the show.
Well, he certainly didn't exist in Act 2.
Neither of the kids did, but my problem is, I wonder how Chaz felt about it. I mean, the only possibility is that somebody said, well, he was really always Chaz anyway. But I don't know. I remember Darling Little Chastity, and what's wrong with being transsexual? I don't understand, you know?
I couldn't agree more. It's like revisionist history. It's like, I mean, this whole show was put for an audience of one, and her name was Cher.
Well, I don't know that.
Well, how do you
Like that to me.
How do you feel about the way they handled Sonny Bono? I mean, he was an integral part of her life.
I thought that was exactly what Sonny Bono was, exactly like that. Everything I ever heard
and
about
who
him.
played Sonny?
Oh, Sonny Bono was
Yeah, that was Jared Spector.
Spector, right? Okay.
And
And it doesn't list who played Lucille Ball, who has a moment. What do you?
who has a cameo? Well, I'm looking for Rick Ellis, who
yes.
did Jersey Boys
Yes.
and did the book here. And this is obviously songs that Cher sang, and quite a few songs that Cher actually never sang. I don't think.
One thing to say to Rick Ellis is, well, what happened? Why was this book so bad?
I don't want to go too long on this, and we've already run over time. We could go into this in depth on the show.
Okay. Well, let's go to final conclusions. I agree with you on Chaz. I agree that the story does not hold up in the second act, but as opposed to the Donna Summer musical,
yes,
I
so
enjoyed
much
the
better.
singing,
So
the
much
dancing.
better.
Bob Mackie actually did the costume, so you know
They
that
were
part
delightful.
is right. Did enjoy the actresses playing Cher. Did enjoy Sonny.
Okay.
I'll tell you, I was looking forward to this, but I'm very disappointed. And by the way, I don't think Bob Mackie would be caught dead in the costumes that he was wearing, because
But he designed them, so obviously he would.
no, I think, well, he designed them for the stage, but I think personally he wouldn't do it. But that was,
We're running way over on this.
why on earth were they singing a Fats Waller song in the middle of that? It was a beautiful parade of costumes, but why the Fats Waller song?
Why the song from Disney Cinderella?
Well, there was a point to that. The child came out of the movie and sang
Right.
for the first time. No, there was a point to that.
Okay.
But I think we should talk about this more. We won't have anything left to say on
Well,
the show.
my final conclusion, not anywhere near as good as Jersey Boys or Beautiful the Carole King musical, but better than Donna Summer, and that is Two on the Aisle, First Impressions, times 3.